Sorry if I bust anybody's speakers.
I twist the knob, the shack comes alive, this is my job. LEDs glow, antennas high, another night beneath the sky. I'm calling out, hear that tone, across the globe I'm not alone. The net's alive and I'm checking in, let the conversation begin. We're at the amateur radio roundtable, we're all plugged in, solid and stable. W5KUB's calling loud and proud, spinning stories through the static cloud. From KW5GP to WI7BG, we're rocking the bands wild and free. Hey.
All right. We'll say good afternoon, good evening to everybody out there. You're watching Amateur Radio Roundtable. It's a show about ham radio and shortwave and electronics. And I'm wearing headphones tonight, and for some reason, I've got my voice coming back in the headphones, and it's driving me crazy because there's about a quarter-second delay. Wow. Okay. Anyway, we're glad you're with us tonight. I'll try to get through this. Probably have a terrible headache before the show is over. Anyway, if you're out there listening on shortwave, WBCQ 7490, we'd love to hear from you. Send us an email to tom@w5kub.com. Join our Facebook group. We've got about 14,000 hams in that group. Just search for W5KUB in the Facebook search, and we'll approve you, and you'll be in here with everybody. Tonight we're streaming on X.com, YouTube, and Facebook group. And tonight I want to talk a little bit more. I hadn't had time to really practice this, but I found something interesting that will help you use the Nano VNA. Makes it much simpler to use. We're going to talk a little about that. I think Brett's going to talk to us about what are we talking about? Scatter. What scatter?
Yes.
What's it called?
Okay, well, I'm a little scatterbrained tonight, but it's called Meteor scatter.
Meteor scatter. I lost the word meteor. Gee whiz. Yeah. Man, meteor. I learned that word in the 3rd grade probably. But that's been a long time. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this picture up. That's the best I could do right now. And again, I apologize for the different video shots here and maybe the audio levels. I'll get that worked out. Okay, well, Glenn is at the local ham club meeting. This audio in my ears is driving me crazy, man. This is driving. Woo. All right. I have to stop listening to myself. All right. Brett, come on in here and help me out, man. What's going on?
Oh, well, I'm packing for Huntsville, and I packed a number of interesting things. I packed some music gear in case there's any opportunity to do some ham radio music. I did some recently at an online jam session, and people were kind of scratching their heads about some of the language, but they liked the songs, so at least that was a good thing. And I'm going to be going up because I'm going to be going up to the big POTA party on Montesano this year. They have always had trouble webcasting from Montesano, and the reason why is the cell signal just isn't very good, and they haven't been able to get good enough internet. And so this year I'm coming and I'm bringing them an item that I've had in my office for a long time. I am bringing them a cellular repeater. And it turns out that just north of Montesano, there's a big tower that operates on a specific band called AWS that the FCC has allocated for cell phone service. And I'm going to see if I can get them all on the air so that hopefully they can webcast from there. and there's going to be a big cookout. They have enough. They were going to have enough food for 80 people, believe it or not, and people are going to donate to the cookout, and it's all going to go. It's all going to go to charity. So it's gonna. I think that's going to be a fun event, and then it'll be down to downtown Huntsville where the Hamfest is going to be. I expect to have a lot of fun there as well. Going to be going to the Northern Alabama DX Club dinner, which is going to be held at the Signal Museum, and that is sort of a general communications museum. Because Gigaparts is a big sponsor of it. They specialize in various radio technology. I've never seen that museum, and I'm very excited to see that. And then I'm just going to enjoy the show, and then I'm going to drive back. I'm flying through Nashville this time, and so at the end of the show, I'll jump in the car and drive back to the Nashville airport to fly home. So that's my itinerary for this coming weekend. But before I leave, I'm going to be, and I'll talk more about this later. I'm going to be trying for the first time to do some Meteor scatter QSOs, and I'll be talking a little bit about how I do that.
Okay, well, that's cool. And it's going to be good to see you again when you get there.
Yeah.
And we'll have a lot of fun. I'm bringing you the GMRS base station antenna, and you've got to figure out how to get it on the airplane.
Yeah.
But it does break down. It does break down to 30, I think about 36 inches. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. My suitcase is only 30 inches diagonally, so I can't stick it in my suitcase, so I'm going to have to take it as a carry-on. And it doesn't have the usual dimensions for a carry-on. But Southwest Airlines will waive those requirements if you're bringing a musical instrument. So I may just, if they question me, I may tell them that it's part of my theremin.
Yeah.
Because theremins actually have antennas like that. I don't know what they're gonna do, if they're gonna make me gate check it. But I'm gonna try to carry the antenna on the plane.
I think you're going to have to carry it. It'll fit in the overhead for sure.
Oh, it will.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of whether they let it pass the door.
I
It'll
think-
fit. It won't cause anyone trouble.
I think you could probably stick it down your pants leg and walk with a limp. If you could get it in that way, that might help.
I could make it into a splint and then limp onto the plane.
Hadn't thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when they X-ray it, they're going to wonder. I don't know. It's several parts in there.
Yep.
Oh well, I think you'll get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll manage to get it back somehow or another, and then I'll have a 50-watt GMRS base station with an antenna with some decent gain, and that's going to let me. The thing about GMRS is that your base station can transmit 50 watts, but the HTs at the other end can transmit a lot less. So you need antenna gain in order to be able to hear the other guy, even if the fact that he can hear you doesn't mean that you can hear him.
Yeah.
And so I'll need to have a good antenna fairly high up with a lot of gain, and that's what I'm hoping to do.
All right. Well, we wish you luck. If you can't get on the airplane with it, I would just take the rental car and drive all the way back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a few days drive, but about 2.5. But I could do it.
Yeah, and look, since you're not having to pay anything for the antenna, it'll be worth driving it back.
No, I guess I don't know what the charge is for the rental, but I've considered driving all the way to Huntsville. If I have the time, I'd love to do it one year. Maybe take an RV even.
Things got real quiet.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna have a lot of fun at the Hamfest. This is going to be a fun trip, and get to do some POTA, get to do some RF engineering, and get to enjoy the Hamfest.
All right. We're looking forward to it. We should get in there about Friday at maybe 2 o'clock. All right, in the chat room, anybody else going to Huntsville? Make yourself known right now. Are you going to Huntsville? I'm not going to have a table. We have set up a nice double booth there for years and webcasted, but we're not webcasting anymore. But it'd be nice to have a table where we could sit down and rest. Now, my friend that was there last year has been in a terrible car wreck, so he's not going this year. So I'm going to have to find somebody else. So who else in the chat room is going where I can visit your table and sit down and rest? Man, I don't see anybody going.
Oh, I see someone there who says KB4JHU. Mike says be here Thursday and camping at Montesano.
Okay, well you'll get to meet him there at Montesano.
Yeah, they have everything from full out cabins to primitive campsites. And the primitive campsites, sometimes people pull RVs into those. Sometimes they just set up a tent.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's, guys, the show will probably end early tonight. I don't know if Glenn is going to make it or not. We don't have a lot of things to cover. I did want to talk about, I'm getting interested in EME, moon bounce. And there is a moon bounce contest August the 16th. So there'll probably be a lot of activity. And the problem is, I would like to listen to it and see if I can hear some people. The problem is the 16th and 17th is the same date as the Huntsville Hamfest. So that's going to keep me from doing that. But we are going to try some. Whew, you guys, let me tell you, there are certain words that I want to say, but with the feedback coming back in my ear, my brain won't let me say them. So I don't know. Okay.
Maybe the thing to do is to connect the headphones to the mixer instead of to the computer.
There's a setting here in vMix that I just do a check mark, and it does not put my microphone back on my feed my output. But that doesn't seem to be working right now. So.
Oops.
So, anyway, take one of those folding chairs. There's a lot of chairs there. There'll be hundreds of chairs. In fact, in front of the stage, there'll be probably 100 chairs set up, and there'll be a lot of chairs. I can grab one and take it anywhere I want to. All right. I think it's going to be a little bigger this year. The concession stands, they're not going to be open inside the Hamfest area. They're going to be open on the back wall, which is in the hallway outside the Hamfest area. That way they could put more booths against the wall where the concession stand is. So I think there are going to be more vendors there. They've added a few. Last I heard, they had about 137 people on the waiting list. So it's always sold out.
Wow. Well, MFGs, of course, they won't have a big booth there this year.
Right.
Gigaparts is sure to be there with a huge booth, and K9ID, I'm sure, is going to be there making caps for people and other doodads.
Yeah.
Customized.
Yeah. Question.
Maybe
from,
the thing to do.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. maybe the thing to do if you want to set up a place for people to rest is to do a hospitality suite.
Well, now they have one. I would recommend it. It's down the hallway. To go back to the hotel, so just go back down the hallway, and right at the end of this hallway on the left, there's a hospitality suite. There will be drinks, some alcohol, but there will be soft drinks, and there will be a lot of honey baked ham sandwiches, chips, dip, all kinds of stuff in there. And they'll have that Friday night and Saturday night, just right down the hall. So we'll probably be there a lot. All right. So let's do this. I want to talk a little bit about the Nano VNA. And, I told you it seemed pretty complicated. I bought mine, get some of that sound out of my ear. I bought mine probably several years ago and just didn't use it because it was so complicated. It was pretty bad, man. But the thing is, it's a very sophisticated piece of test equipment. It'll do a lot of things that probably most people do not buy it for. And I'm going to try to put the camera on it. Here we go. All right, so this is pretty much your standard VNA right here. Got your channel 0 and channel 1, and basically it charges up with a C USB cable. You got your on off switch at the top. We'll turn it on. There we go. You can see the Smith's chart and all other charts. There's about 5 layers of charts right here on top of each other. And that's what's confusing right there. And then, of course, on top you've got the scrolling button here. You can press it in. You can move it left or right, and that will move the little cursor on the screen. So this thing is very compact. It's not real easy to see, especially with all that stuff on here. Now, I'm going to talk a little about it tonight. If you get their instructions, if you take their instructions, they're pretty simple to follow. So you go over here to let's just take the first one here, like Ni Hao Mao. You can see it goes down here all the way to Dong He Fat Chowie, right there, and then it has an output there where it goes to Ding Wong, and that's the one you'll use most of the time. Okay, so this is your flow chart that you're going to use if you navigate through this, and if you do navigate through this, you're going to use a little cursor probably like this, and you're going to click on different things. You don't have to use the thumb wheel at the top. You can actually move things with this. I'm going to just touch the screen. And okay, you're not seeing the writing here because the camera's not getting it. I'm going to raise it up, see if I can get some. There we go. Let's see. Trying to get, there we go. Okay, well, not doing good. So, there we go right there. Okay, so you can see you got a number of different things here, and I don't know what all these things do. Like I said, you had to follow that flow chart. But let's do this. Let's hit the display. If we hit the display, well, I think we must be on display. Hit the display. Nah. Okay, I don't like that. Stimulus. We have to hit stimulus. There we go. Stimulus. Select marker search. I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how to make this simpler and to make it work much easier. There's a program called Nano VNA Saver. Nano VNA Saver. It's a free program. And I'm going to show you how it makes things much easier. All I gotta do is find a camera shot for it. Boy, where's my camera shot? I don't know why things seem so difficult tonight, guys. Okay. Well, okay. Let me set the PC up to come up on here. So I got to turn NDI on. Okay. Now NDI is on. I should be able to see it down here somewhere. Okay. Well, this is terrible. This NDI program actually brings in the different laptop screens into the show where you can see it on the show. And I don't see it. Okay. I can't believe how many things are not working tonight, or basically are missing tonight. Gee. All right. Here we go. Okay, so there's a program called Nano. It's the Nano VNA program. It's called Nano VNA Saver. Now I'm going to open it up right here. And it's free download. Okay, my mind is just all scrambled right now. Okay. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, there we go. All right. Now you're actually seeing the Nano VNA here, and to set it up, it's fairly simple. I'm going to show you how to calibrate and select the screens that you want to see. This is going to be a very basic demo tonight on just one or two little things. So let's go up here to the top, at the very top right here, and I'm going to put in a frequency. Let's set our scan up from, say, well, let's see. I'm going to measure my 40-meter delta loop. So that'll do 40 and above. So let's put in here 6 megahertz right here. I'll put 6 MHZ. Did it take yet? Yeah, it looked like it took it. And then stop frequency, let's put in 31 MHZ. All right, so now we got to stop. We got to start and stop there. This is connected with the USB cable, as you can see. As you can see here, USB cable, and it hooks to your laptop or your PC. All right, so let me go back. All right, now down here at the bottom, if you look at the bottom left, you've got to make it communicate. So you can see here it says serial port control. So here it's on COM3, it found it. But you can actually click there to scan, and it should find it and place the correct COM port right here. And once you get the COM port in there, then you can hit connect to device, and it should, okay, it turned green up at the top. Okay. Now, okay, so we're connected now. We're not going to play with markers right now. We're connected right now. And let's look at our display setup. You've got various graphs over here. Down at the bottom left, I'm going to hit setup. And I'm going to go right here, the first one. You can either have, let's see, background, foreground, sweep. There's various things you can set up here. I was going to set it up for the white background. I thought I did it right here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go down. Here's where we're going to select the screens we want to look at. I can't tell you what all these are right now, but here, if you select the different screens that you'd like to try to show, let's show, I don't know, let's show gain. Well, we're not using S21, I don't think. I always show gain. That's gain. Okay. I've got this one set for none. Let's see. This it looks like you can set up 6 different graphs. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to select. I should be able to select SWR. Do you see SWR in here anywhere? I'm looking way across the screen here. There it is. VSWR. Okay. All right. So I set SWR. So if you look now to the big screen here, top right, you can see this screen is set up for VSR or your SWR. And okay, it looks like our start and stop has changed. So I'm gonna put back in here 6 megahertz. Okay, we're going to put 6 in there, and we're going to put 31 here, and that will allow me to. Okay, I've got 6 and 31. That'll allow me to see all the ham radio bands between 40 and 10 meters. Let's do a sweep and see what happens. Let's do a sweep and see what happens. Okay. If you look over here, you'll see it's starting at 6 megs right here. There's 18 megs. There's 31 megs. This is supposed to be, okay, SWR. Now, one of the things we need to do, I forgot to do it, we need to calibrate. We need to calibrate this thing. Let's go back over here to calibration. And it's going to tell you, did I click calibration? Yeah. It's going to tell you what to do. Let's see. Okay, you got your short open and your load. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our calibration pieces, which there's one here. So if you're familiar with the Nano VNA, you got 3 things that you screw on here to calibrate. This one is a short. If you look in here, that pin is connected to the brass metal. This is a direct short. If you look at this one, the silver one, you can see it looks like Teflon insulation in here. So this is your load. This is your 50 ohm load. And if you look at this one, if you'll notice, there is no pin in there, and it's just an open hole. All right, so on our calibration here, let's go back to our calibration. All right, so it says short, so I'm going to take this short, and I'm going to screw it on here. like this. And then I'm going to hit the word short. Now I hit short, and you might have seen this change. So it set that. All right, now the next one is you got to put the open on. All right, so I'm going to take this off. Let me go back over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to put the open on. And that's the open. There's no pin in there, so I'll put the open on. It's a lot of trouble, actually. All right, so I got the open on. And I'm going to go back to my program. And I'm gonna hit open. All right. Now that one's calibrated. Now my load is next. So for the load, we got to take this off, and we're going to put the 50 ohm load on. That's the one with the pin in the center, and you can see the Teflon insulation. This is the 50 ohm load. All right, we're going to put this on. All right, so we got our load on there. And we're going to go back to our program right here, and we're going to hit load. All right, so we did short, open, and load, and I'm going to hit apply. Two short open. Return the same value. Please complete. Short, open, and load. Calibration again. Okay, it wants me to do it again. All right. So I'm going to do it again. So here we go. I'm going to go down to calibration. Trying to switch these things back and forth for you where you can see what we're doing here. So, okay. So we're gonna go down to calibration. Right here at the bottom left. Okay. All right. Okay, now it's set. Now our first calibrated short. So we're gonna do short. All right, the one with all metal in there, that's the short. So we're putting the short on. And Glenn's back with us. All right, so we're putting the short on. Oh, gee, get on there. This thing is just so small. It's hard to work with. Okay, so we're going to put our short on, and we're going to hit, on the program, we're going to hit short. All right, and that's supposed to set it. Now it wants the open. So it wants the open. So we take this short off. And you put the open on. The open is the one with no pin in it. So we put that on. And we are going to hit open. Right there. Okay. And then we've got to do the load. We're going to do the load. So we're going to take this off again now. Gee. Put the load on. This is a 50 ohm load. All right, we got the 50 ohm load on. And we're going to hit the load button. That should have set on. And then we're going to hit the amp apply. And it didn't like it for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. All right. So want me to do it again. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to hook an antenna to it. I don't know if it's going to do anything or not. Probably not, since it didn't calibrate. So, let me get my antenna. I'll bring it right over. Okay, so I've got the antenna here. This is my 40 meter delta loop. Using an adapter here, you can see the adapter. That's the problem about using this. Now they do make the VNA with end connectors on it, with very large end connectors. I don't think this is going to work, guys. Looks like tonight might be a total disaster for everything we're trying to do. All right, I'm gonna put the antenna on. Okay, so you can see I didn't have the camera on. 40 meter delta loop. I've got to use this adapter cable. Okay. All right. Now let's see if we can run a scan or a sweep. So if you look back up here at the top right, I'm going to hit sweep. And let's just see if it does anything. Okay, it did something. It did something. Okay. All right. So now let's look back. Let's look over here on the chart that we set up for SWR. You can see the chart here for SWR. This antenna should be resonant on 40, 20, somewhat 15, and 10 meters. So let's look. So this is SWR. You can see right here. There's that line is 1.0. So you can see we got a good. Wonder if I can get. Oh, okay. Okay, I just clicked on the peak right there at 10 meters. Let's see if we can read it over here. Okay, let's read up here at the top. So yeah, you can see the frequency is 28, and the SWR up here on that delta loop is 1.066. Okay. All right. Let's go up to this first peak here. Now this should be 40 meters right here. I'm gonna click on it right here. All right. Now let's go back over here and look, and it's showing 7 megahertz here. 7 megahertz, and it's showing impedance of 45.7. And it's showing SWR of 1.0. So far, what is it? 96. That's still good. All right, let's look at 20. I'm gonna click on it here. Put the marker here. See, I think you can go. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can move across. You can move the cursor across like this, and it will follow you. So let's go to 20 meters and see what our SWR is. Okay, that's pretty close. We're at 14 megahertz right there at the top here. It's showing we have a impedance of 46.9 and a SWR of 1.194, which is good. That's basically 1.2. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's look at 15 meters. 15 is not going to be as good. Is that it there? That's 15. So right there. It's hard to get right where I want to. That's 21,250. Impedance of 42.9. And here we got an SWR on 15 meters of 1.36, which is not bad for 15. So you can see how good a delta loop or a quad loop works. It does 40, 20, 15, and 10, and it will also do 6. Let's see how it does on 6. So I'm gonna put the stop up here. I'm gonna put it at 55. 55. Let's see if we can read it there. Okay, it's on 55. Let's do another sweep. Okay, so I'm on 55. I'm going to move the marker here up at the top right. I'm going to move it to 6 meters. And if you look up here at the top, you can see the frequency where I've got the mouse up there, top left. So now I'm just going to move the marker to 50, I don't know, 51 megahertz maybe, 48, 49. There's 51.5. Woo, that's kind of high. 51 high. Okay, that's at 51. But it shows an SWR of about 1.9. That's not bad. Now I'm gonna move the marker down because the SWR is a lot lower. I don't know where. Let's see where it is. What frequency is that? Okay, at 50.5. Well, that's still not great. At 50.1. At 50.1, we got an SWR of 1.4 and a impedance of, what's that, 73? Again, I'm looking at just about 10 feet away. So you can see the delta loop actually will even work all the way up through 6 meters. All right, now, you saw me how I calibrated it a minute ago. Most people think you have to calibrate it every time you turn it on, but you do not have to. There's a way to save, and I don't know if I can show you that here tonight, but you can save this calibration, and each time you turn it on, just go to that, I forget what you call it, profile or whatever, and it'll be calibrated, and you won't have to do it. But anyway, this shows you a lot, your capacitance, your inductance. It shows things like return loss. I don't understand all that yet. I guess that's in the coax probably. But anyway, I just wanted to show you tonight what little bit I know about it. I haven't mastered it, but I can make it work just for basically. I'll set it up for SWR. So actually, I set 2 SWR graphs up. They're duplicated. Again, you set the graphs up just by clicking bottom left hand, display setup, and then you've got 6 different graphs that you can set up. See, I've got 2 set up for SWR. We don't really need that. Let's see. Yeah, I can set one up for Smith chart. Okay, there we go. Got one set up for Smith chart. Now, I'm not even going to get into Smith chart tonight because this is I don't even understand it, and I've never really used Smith charts over the 60 years I've been a ham. I know the center line is where you want to stay. I know if you get all the way out here to the edge, that represents a short, and I guess, I don't know, somewhere right on here is going to show you 50 ohms. Well, yeah, and you can see the marker in there, that little red marker. Anyway, maybe we can get somebody in here to give us a good class on this on one of the shows. I don't understand the gain chart, but anyway, this program is called Nano VNA Saver, and it's free, and it lets you do things by mouse clicks here instead of having to use the stylus and try to and keeps you from having to go through, you know, the menus. Now I do have the menu in English. I do have the menu in English here, but you can see it's somewhat complex, all the things you can go through. And if you really don't know what everything means, then, you know, we don't know what we're measuring. For instance, I'm not sure about transform. I'm not sure what transform does. You know, and then you've got the through, and you've got reflect, and I don't know, you got delay, you've got all kinds of stuff. You can set your start and stop. That's what we did with the program. So it was easy just to key it in the program. You can do the start and the stop and the span and those kind of things right there. But anyway, and calibrate. You calibrate here. There we go. On the calibrate, you can see they have a save. They have a save 0. and you can actually save the calibration, say in save 0. And when you turn it on, if you'll always bring a save 0 up, it will be calibrated. So this walks you through it. This is about all the instructions. You get the Smith chart there. They don't tell you much about it. But this, in the back side, that's all the instructions basically you get with it, which is not a lot of help. There are a lot of good videos on YouTube that will help you to use it there. And one of the interesting things is, if you, I don't know why, but when you calibrate it, you're calibrating, like when we use these, we're calibrating right here to this point, right there. If we add, and we've got some jumpers that come with it, but if you're going to use those jumpers, you need to calibrate at the end of the jumper. But it really doesn't make that much difference. Okay, wow, what a mess. What a mess. Welcome, Glenn.
Hey, how's it going?
Not great. I've got all kinds of audio coming back in my earphones tonight, and I've been trying to set up some audio buses to make the phone system work. I think I've changed some things. I'm not supposed to be hearing myself talk in the earphones, but I am, and
well, I'm not hearing any echo, so you're sounding good.
Yeah, well, this is causing my
audio's a little low, I think.
Yeah, this is causing my audio to come out my headphones with the show, and my brain is going crazy hearing myself with a delay, about a quarter second delay. How was the meeting tonight?
Oh, it was good, and I've got some interesting news.
All right, hang on. Interesting news. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Hey, any comments on the Nano VNA? I know I didn't do a very good job tonight. Yeah, Brett's got a question. I know I didn't do a very good job tonight, but it finally started working there. So let's get Brett in here. And Brett, what's your question?
Well, I've got an older version of that doesn't have the nice fancy LCD screen, and so what I've got here is the tiny VNA.
Oh wow!
I bought this on AliExpress some time ago. It's got this nice aluminum case, which is good for making sure you don't get RF interference. Yeah. And with its JavaScript interface and a computer, it actually gives you a really nice display that looks a lot like what you've got. This might be an option. This particular one goes up to 3 gigahertz. It looks like yours went up to 6, but that's still plenty, certainly for most of the ham bands. And so I've had a lot of fun with this thing. It's been one of the best things that it can do is just diagnose not only antenna systems but cables. If you have a cable you're not sure of, you can tell right away if there's something wrong with it using one of these.
Oh yeah, I mean this thing will tell you how long your cable is. I guess where you've got a problem like a short. It'll tell you the loss. It does a lot. I've just never used one.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, I don't know. When you get my age, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay.
Well, they make the old tricks easier. I guess that's the good thing.
Yeah. All right. I see Bill in here.
Yep, Bill's here.
Bill's here.
He says your audio's sounding good.
Okay, well, Bill, we'll see you down in Huntsville. Can't wait.
Yeah. Hey, that's only like 3 days off.
Man, yeah. I'm already packing.
I am too.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. I mean, this is one ham fest that I'm like, I just want to go. I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Okay. Any other comments here? Anybody in the chat room wants to make a comment? Please don't comment on how bad my demonstration was. I wanted to practice with it a little bit more before the show tonight, and I've spent 3 or 4 days almost totally trying to get our phone system working both directions so we can take in people, on viewers to call in. All right. Well, Glenn, we had a lot of heavy thundering a while ago. I don't think we got any rain.
We had maybe 10 minutes of heavy rain this afternoon, and that was it.
Okay.
Really scattered storms, but they're saying we might get some more tomorrow. Hadn't rained here in like a week and a half.
Yeah. My grass was
And
starting
Bill
to
is
die.
saying the weather looks good for Huntsville.
I had to turn my irrigation on. My grass was starting to turn brown in some places. But,
Yeah.
I turned it on, and the next day the grass was green again, so it didn't take long to recover.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Guys, I've got several things coming up. I've got a tree company coming in here in the next week or so. I don't know when. Well, one of my big 80-foot trees in my front yard, I've got to take it down. I noticed the roots were rotting, and it looks like it could fall on my neighbor's house, so I'm going to get it taken down. So they're going to come out, and then while he was here, and then I've got another tree next to the house here that's leaning about. Man, I think that sucker must be leaning about like this, and that worries me. He thinks it doesn't need to be taken down, that he's just going to kind of balance it and trim it up and take some of the weight off of it. It's a big, tall one. And then I've got 3 or 4 80-foot, they look like telephone poles in my backyard. They're pretty much dead. He's going to take those down. And guess what? My Delta loop is hooked to the top of one of those 80-footers. So I got to do something about that. My 40-meter extended double zep is on a limb that he's probably going to remove from this leaning tree. Oh, I've got so many strings and wires up in the trees. He's going to have trouble with the bucket truck. But he's a nice guy. I think if he cuts down the limbs that I'm using, I've got some big eye bolts. I'm just going to have him screw me some eye bolts in to some real high limbs and run me a small rope through them. He's telling me he's got a new bucket truck ordered. It'll do 150 feet. A bucket truck.
Oh.
Man, that is up there,
Wow.
man. I tell you.
Woo, send it over this way when you're done.
Yeah. You don't have any trees.
No.
But
none that are going to be a problem.
We could put an antenna on it, couldn't we? Yeah.
I'm envious.
Actually,
I own a. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Brett?
I said I'm envious. For my business, I have a bucket van, and the bucket goes up all of 35 feet, and it's
What?
just enough to get to the top of some of the towers that I maintain. But boy, it's it'd be great to be able to go up 100 feet in the air.
Wait a minute. That you own a bucket truck?
I own a van with a hydraulic bucket on it. It's
Okay.
necessary for my
right,
wireless
look,
ISP
right now.
business.
Right now, cancel your airline flight. Drive that van over. Drive it over here. You can stay here 1 or 2 nights in my house, and we're going to use that bucket truck.
For
and
painting.
when you drive on over here too.
Well, you go right by.
Yeah.
Glenn's house.
Swing
and
by
my
here.
house. Yeah.
I'll buy you some pizza.
All right. Man.
Well, when I bought the bucket truck, I bought it in Philadelphia because you know what it is?
Oh,
It's
wow.
an old Comcast cable van.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I drove it from Philly back to Wyoming, and I went down I-70. So I wasn't that far from you.
Yeah.
I-70? That goes across
Yeah.
Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. That's pretty far up here. That's
I drove down to Baltimore, and then I turned west, and just drove,
we're probably
went through. Yeah.
we're probably a couple hundred miles south of 70.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so look, 30 feet. That's not bad. Here's what you can do, man. You can get you an extension ladder, set it in the bucket. All right. That already get you an extra 15 feet at least.
Yeah.
So 30.
And you can put it on a little step ladder and get you another 6 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or put 2 step ladders and then put a, 1x8 across and stand on that and put another step ladder up.
Yeah. Well, Clifton is asking me if I take these trees and limbs down, is that going to give me a cleaner path for my satellite? The answer is no. I've got so many trees around the south side, the east side, and my north side. No more clearance. Okay, all right. I'm tired of listening to myself here. All right, hang on, guys. Hang on. We'll be right back. Icom's IC-7760 is a pinnacle of base station excellence for amateur radio enthusiasts. Designed to deliver unmatched performance, the IC-7760 features state-of-the-art technology, exceptional RF clarity, and an intuitive interface, all housed in a sleek and durable design. This base station features a separate remote control head and RF deck, providing enhanced flexibility for installation. Place the RF deck closer to the antenna feed point, freeing up space on your desk. You can also connect the control head to the RF deck through your home network, enabling remote operation from anywhere in your home without needing a PC. Pair the IC-7760 with a powerful IC-PW2 linear amplifier and take your contesting experience to the next level with Icom's industry-first linear amplifier. Together, they redefine what's possible in amateur radio. For more information about Icom's amateur radios, please visit icomamerica.com/amateur. All right, let me remove the phone number because the phone lines aren't opening. So this should get rid of it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I wish everything worked that good. Okay. All right, guys. What else we got to talk about tonight?
We can talk about my new toy.
What? Oh, yeah, you got a new toy?
I got a new toy, or we can talk about meteors, whichever you want to talk about.
Let's talk about new toys.
Okay. Had a very interesting thing happen today, and let's just say that my wallet is relatively much lighter. I found a tower that is literally 30 miles from here. The gentleman said that he would deliver, and it is a very nice looking U.S. tower, 33-foot tower, crank up, tilt over, with the power winch.
Wow.
Got a really good price.
$39?
Not that good.
Okay.
He was a better negotiator than that.
Yeah.
But got a good deal, and he's going to deliver it here. And all I need is a bunch of the local hams to help me unload it, and I begged for that at the meeting tonight. And so hopefully I'll have the tower delivered here in about 2 to 3 weeks, and because he just literally lives just up the road.
Is he already taking it down?
Oh, it's around the road, and he's got the truck. He's going to deliver it here. And all I have to do is get the concrete base dug and poured, and talked to one of the club members tonight, and he offered up his excavator and mini tractor, which fits through my gate to the backyard.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to get the hole dug. So all I got to do is put the concrete in and the all thread rod for the tilt base.
That's
And
good.
so
That's cool.
hopefully, when it gets cool here in about a month or thereabouts, I will have a tower in the ground.
Do you have
So-
power lines? Or are they underground?
No, everything here is underground.
That's good. Yeah.
The closest power lines are probably about a quarter to a half mile away, and they're distribution lines. We have no local above ground power lines.
All right. You got to call, what is it, 811. You might take that excavator and dig through your power line
Okay.
or sewer or something.
Yeah. Well, we pretty much mapped out everything and where we're
Yeah.
going to put the antenna, so I think it's going to be good to go.
Man, it sounds like you're on the way now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful tower, and it's in really good shape. And I mean, like I say, I was amazed that it's just up the road. I mean, I could have rented a truck and picked it up or something, or had one of the club members with a trailer.
Where's it located?
It's in, shoot,
Is he out in the country?
Bigelow, Arkansas, which is about
Bigelow.
26 miles south of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bigelow. Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah. So the beams are in the backyard waiting to be assembled. And as soon as, what I love is it is exactly what I wanted. And it comes with the 12-volt winch already attached. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it is
yeah.
literally ready to rock and roll.
Nice.
So that's
Well, good.
that's what I accomplished today.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Once you get your antennas up, the three of us, we're going to have a show one night, and we're going to webcast it, and all of us are going to get on HF and try to contact each other and see how many of our viewers can make contact with us.
Yeah. Well, and I'll try to get video and everything of the tower delivery and the raising in
Oh
a couple
yeah, you
weeks
better
after
do
that.
that. Yeah. Have
But
you-
I was very surprised when one of the club members offered up his little mini excavator to dig the hole. That was one of my biggest worries, was digging that hole with the shovel, having to go down 6 feet or 4 feet, something like that with the concrete.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a friend here. I've got about 100-foot irrigation pipe I might need to replace. I got a small leak somewhere. We can't find a leak.
Yeah.
And he has a mini escalator, and he said it won't cost you anything. I'll bring the mini excavator over and a couple men, but I haven't taken him up on it yet.
Yeah. Well, when I asked at the club tonight, I had a lot of people interested in offering help. So at this stage, all we got to do is, he's got a little lift on the trailer he's delivering. So apparently this guy deals a lot in towers. And because, I mean, the picture he sent me, he's got at least 6 towers on the ground
Is he a
in his
ham?
yard. Yes. It's NJ0 Fox. Andre, over here in Arkansas.
Andre,
Yeah.
Does he sell a lot of estate stuff?
That's what this is, yes.
I mean, I know I bought stuff. I see him in Russellville all the time and different places. I think. Let me look him up here on QRZ.
Yeah, he's well known around here for the tower stuff.
Yeah.
But you remember, I'm new here. I don't know people yet. But yeah, I mean, he had a couple towers listed, and I told him what I was looking for, and he's like, I got exactly what you want. And it is, let's see exactly what he got me. Da-da. Oh, and I just got the notice for the Nixa Hamfest.
Where is that?
Don't have the date. I'm looking on the date for that right now. Hang on. November 8th.
Rocky Mountain area too.
Okay, let's see here.
While you're looking that up, Glenn, there's also going to be one here in the Denver area the week after the Huntsville Hamfest. On Sunday, there's going to be the Denver Radio Club swap, which is in Brighton, Colorado, which is just a stone's throw from the Denver International Airport. And that usually has a pretty good. I don't think that the flea market really comes close to Huntsville, but it's still one of the better ones in the area, and I've picked up a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, this is a U.S. Tower TMM 433SS with the optional tilt-over fixture and the T-base. Retracts to 12 feet, extends to 33 feet, and has a 12-volt winch on it, which is exactly what I was looking for. Because at 33 feet, I won't have to guy it or anything.
Well, that's good.
And it won't be very noticeable from the street.
All right, I was trying to pull up a picture here. I need to get a producer that runs everything here during the show. Man, got so many files here. QB on the air. Kubota? That's a tractor, isn't it? Kubota.
Yes.
K-U-B. Yeah, my neighbor had one over one of my previous homes, and I used it to level my land. I love playing with it. Let's see. Wow.
So anyway, we are rocking and rolling and moving forward over here.
Well, that's great.
And by then it probably should get, start to get cooler.
Yeah.
So probably get that thing up in the fall.
Yep. Well, heck. I never can find something on the fly like this. Anyway, okay. Well, guys, I think we've covered about everything for the show tonight. We're looking forward to going to Huntsville. We'll be there. Anybody else join us in the chat room is going to the Huntsville Hamfest. This coming weekend. Anybody gonna be there?
Yep.
If you
and
are,
don't forget my forum at 10 o'clock on Saturday, and then Bill Brown's right behind me. I think Bill, noon or 11 on Saturday. I think he's at noon.
yeah.
But I'm not sure. And then, like Brett's saying, the Perseid meteor shower is tonight. So be sure and get out. If you don't have clouds, be sure you get out and see that.
All right. Well, hey, don't forget, go to the hamfest.org. Hamfest.org. That's the Huntsville Hamfest website. We're going to be there.
Yeah. And Bill is saying 11 a.m. for the forum, for the Balloon Sat forum, and they're going to launch a balloon at noon in front of the hotel.
That'd be cool. We'll try to.
Yep. Hopefully the
get a
weather
video.
will be nice.
We'll try to get a
because
video.
Dayton's
of that.
weather wasn't really conducive to a launch.
It never is. Never is.
But hopefully it'll be a nice launch on Saturday.
All right. All right. I see Brett's got the Meteor scatter back up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had antennas up.
Yes, if you go to hamsci.org, and okay, we're cropped a little bit here, but if you go to hamsci.org, they've got a web page describing their Meteor Scatter QSO party. And well, tonight's one of the best nights to do it. When a meteor hits the atmosphere, you get all of these wonderful charged particles to bounce a radio signal off of, and they're going to be gathering data about propagation. If you want to participate at hamsci.org/msqp, they talk about exactly what they're doing and on what frequencies. You could either monitor it only and then report the results to them, or you can transmit and receive. And they're using MSK144, which is a protocol sort of like FT8, sending a lot of short packets because, well, meteors are very transient. And the web page there goes into the great detail about how to set it up, what frequency to use, and everything else, and also also talks about how to report on sites such as DX Reporter and DX Maps and PSK Reporter. This right here, this map shows some of the meteor scatter that's going on right now. And these are actual meteor scatter QSOs, and you can see that people are bouncing off the off the meteor trails all over the country. So they're having a lot of fun with this. So again, I don't have time to go into all of the technical details, but if you have just a 100-watt transceiver that can do 6 meters or 10 meters, then you can participate in this, and it's a whole lot of fun. I plan to actually later on tonight see what I can do with it. Just see if I can hear them first, and then maybe try calling CQ a few times and seeing who I can contact.
Cool.
All right. Well, give us a report next week.
I shall.
Also, we'll be getting a lot of pictures and video at Huntsville. And next Tuesday, we'll air that on our show for our viewers that couldn't make it to Huntsville.
Yep, I think that next to Dayton, Huntsville has the most YouTubers there. It's going to be they're going to have a whole session related to that, and a whole lot of video coming back from there, and definitely I'm going to be taking video.
All right, well, good. We should have plenty for next week.
Oh yes, I will survey the flea market in great detail, looking for treasures.
All right, let me make
You
just
and me
a
both.
quick announcement here. People listening or tuned across the shortwave bands probably don't even know what they've been listening to, but you've been listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable, a show about ham radio, amateur radio, electronics, different things. And we're glad you tuned in tonight. And when I say tonight, if you're listening on WBCQ, it's Thursday, somewhere between 5 and 7 p.m. Send us an email to tom@w5kub.com. We'd love to hear from you, where you are, how you're hearing the station. And we sure would love to hear from you. And if you're watching on YouTube or X or Facebook, we're glad you're with us tonight. Please hit the subscribe button and even the like button. Those kind of things help us out a whole lot there. You know, I got a little thing in front of me here. Probably many of you maybe have these, but this is kind of cool. You know, most laptops nowadays don't come with Ethernet adapters. A lot of them don't. And they've moved to dongles. Anyway, here's a dongle I bought, and I've had several of these. Kathy's PC was developing a problem with her Ethernet board. We're getting very, very low upload speeds, like less than 1 meg. And I could have put another card. Well, her card is built in, I think, on the board. I could have added an Ethernet card in here. I've got some, but instead of tearing it open, I just plugged one of these into a USB port. And we went from less than 1 meg per second uplink to our maximum uplink. And the downlink is about 1 gig. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Here we go. It's just a USB dongle. And the neat thing about this is you go into your PC with USB-C or the regular USB, and there's your Ethernet connection there. So this is actually your Ethernet card. But in addition,
it's a hub.
Yeah, what was that?
It looks like it's a hub and a card reader too.
Yeah. In addition to this, you've got 4 USB ports. There's 2 there. And there's 2 there.
HDMI.
C, yeah. It's got an HDMI output on it. It's got a SD card reader. And I don't know what that other card, TP or something. I don't know what they call it. But anyway, plug this in, and she's got, her Ethernet's working now. And hey, it gave us a couple more USB ports. So. And you can buy these things as cheap as $9, maybe not with all the different ports, but I think this one was about $27. I splurged on this. I said, let me get just a good one, man. Quit buying all this cheap $11 stuff, and so this is pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
Yes.
And if Kathy wants a second monitor on her computer, she can just plug the monitor into that HDMI port.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, I run second monitors a lot of my stuff. She does not want a second monitor. I don't know why. I like it.
Oh, I'd die without my 2 monitors.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're getting close to the end of our time here. Again, thanks to everyone for joining us. I'll try to get all our problems. I got a week until next show. Well, actually, I don't. I'll be in Huntsville Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
Yeah, Bill Brown wants to know the name of that one, Tom.
Oh, this one? This is just just go on Amazon. This says,
I think it had a name on the other side.
UCN 3610.
There you go.
That would be the way to find it.
it's made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
could have a dozen names.
Yeah. If you just do a Ethernet dongle, just do a search in Amazon for USB Ethernet, and it'll come up with these. You can get just a dongle that does Ethernet to USB, or you can get one with a couple of USB ports on it. This one is just loaded, man. It's got a lot of stuff on it, and
yeah, that's a cool one.
They work very well here. Yeah, that's marked. That one's marked. That's a C, but it's also marked PD.
Right.
I don't know, what is PD. Anybody know what PD is?
No idea.
PD.
I don't see it in the description.
Well, let's see. I didn't bring the paperwork in here with it, but that's a C. That's a C. So anyway, hey, it's good. And you know what? It feels
It's
like
fast charging. That's a fast charging port.
Is that what
Power
that is?
power delivery, yes.
Did you Google that? Or did
Yes.
you Google that?
Yes.
So that's
Okay.
power. So,
Well, that's
no, it's
okay. I
USB.
didn't know what it
So
was. It
Yeah,
feels like
no,
it's. It
I'd
feels
go
like
to
it's in
Google in a
a.
heartbeat.
Feels like it's in a cast thing. It's not plastic. So
Yeah, that's
this
a nice
one.
looking
This one is.
unit.
This one's well built, and like I say, it was $28, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
All right, guys. Oh man, we got 5 minutes. Anybody in the chat room? Bill, you can find it. Just do a search. There's a million of them out there. This is a model number UCN 3610.
Yeah, that's how I found it right here.
Is that? Do you find it? Let's see.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So yeah.
Okay.
Here
Okay.
you are.
Yeah, that's it.
Here it
That's
is on. Here it is on Amazon.
Yeah. That's where I bought it. I like buying off Amazon instead of off eBay when I can.
Yes.
I feel like it's more reputable and better guarantee. You know.
Yeah.
So this shows everything, and you can get it in different colors if you.
Oh,
if
I
you really
didn't. I
want
didn't think about that.
to hear about the color. Yeah.
Yeah. Gee, wow.
Looks like they got purple, and if you want to pay extra, you can get black.
Oh boy. Well, I guess gray is gray. Yeah.
Looks like I also have that aquamarine type green, metal green,
Yeah.
and pink.
Yep.
Nice.
Massive expansion, they say.
Yes.
Yeah. WD8IOL says Abiways is the brand he's seeing on Amazon. I don't know if it, but Brett's found on Amazon. He's found the exact one here.
The higher cool,
High
ear cool.
high ear cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
High
Of
ear
course, you know
cool.
how it works on Amazon. It'll pop up with another name that's barely that's barely pronounceable, and just a random character, a random jumble of characters,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
it'll be the same one. Well, they're all made in Shenzhen, China, and some of them are actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't guess there's any tariff on this. It's probably already in stock here in the U.S.
Yeah.
Well, Donald Trump just suspended the increase in tariffs on China, so now there's only a 10% import
Okay.
import duty.
And I know
So-
on low value, I don't think it existed on low. They changed something to low value cost. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Okay.
they did get rid of the de minimis exemption, which means you used to be able to pay $0 if you made a small order. But that's not true anymore. You're going to pay 10% of whatever it is.
Okay. Well, 10%'s not bad.
And
Yeah.
DF Robot has started doing a ship to a U.S. warehouse, and then they ship to you from the U.S. warehouse, and I think they're doing that to get around the tariffs somehow.
I don't know. Don't know.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they
Well,
Look
They
at all
offer
those,
the
look at all those
option.
colors.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's cool.
7-in-1, 8-in-1. You got a 9-in-1, 8, 7, 8.
That's just a lot of stuff. I've got something similar, but it's much older.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So this is the Amazon page, and
Yep.
it's got 70% 5-star reviews, which is pretty good for anything on Amazon. And then
Yeah,
14%
that's not bad
4-star.
reviews at all.
Yeah, that means it probably works.
Yeah. Oh mine
All
works
right.
just fine. Actually, I bought me a little. I needed a card reader, and
This has
I
got
bought
card
me a
reader
little.
on it.
Yeah, but I bought me this little USB one, and it's got all of the card reader modes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
Oh, so it
Oh,
has
yeah.
That's it right there.
so it has micro SD and SD and what else?
Yeah.
that's just it. The micro and the SD, because that's I needed the micro SD to program a memory,
Mm-hmm.
so that's all I needed.
All right, Glenn, what time are you going to be getting to Huntsville?
I am planning to leave here about 8, which will get me there around 2.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm probably going to hang around in the lounge in the lobby and try to hook up with somebody for dinner or something like that on Friday. I'm just chilling when I get there, but I wanted to get there kind of early just to make the trip nice and relaxing
Yeah.
and easy.
Okay. Well, you'll probably be right behind us, so if we break down, you be sure and stop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I should be
I don't have
fine. I've
dinner-
just had the car. Go ahead, Brett.
I was gonna say I don't have dinner plans for Friday, but the four days in Arkansas people are supposedly planning a dinner if we want to meet up with them.
You mean the 4 days in May people?
Well, this is I guess this is a similar event. They're doing
I'm not
various things
familiar
all
with that.
week. Yeah, if you look up FDIA 4 days in Arkansas, they're doing the same thing. Only well, it's a different group, but they're
Yeah.
also having a whole bunch of ham radio events.
Now, I also know that there is a 4 days in May group that does in Branson. It's called Ozark Con, and they do that in April. And I'm going to be doing a presentation for them.
Ah,
Let's see. But I'm not doing anything for the 4 days in Arkansas. So they probably go by a different name.
well, they're kind of I think they're teaming up with Gigaparts, so you might find it on the Gigaparts page.
Well, I figure if I hang around the lobby, sooner or later I can find somebody to have dinner with, or just chill and have drinks or whatever.
Oh yeah, well I'll be around. We'll figure out something.
Yeah. So I figure, if I get in too early to check in, I'll hang out in the lounge. If I get checked in, I'll hang out in the lounge. Sooner or later, I'll find somebody that I know.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, it is time to go get some popcorn. We'll say good
Sounds
night
good.
to everybody. We'll see you guys in a few days. And everybody, come back and join us next week. Good night.
All right, man. See you then.
73.
CQ on the air tonight. Well, Roundtable's lit and the signal's tight. Per static fades, I twist the knob. The shack comes alive. This is my job. LEDs glow, antennas high. Another night beneath the sky. I'm calling out, hear that tone. Across the globe, I'm not alone. The net's alive and I'm checking in. Let the conversation begin. We're at the amateur radio roundtable. We're all plugged in, solid and stable. W5KUB's calling loud and proud. Spinning stories through the static cloud. From KW5GP to WI7BG. We're rocking the bands wild and free. Glenn's got mods on a breadboard base. Brett's breaking news from a distant place. Tom's at the helm like a seasoned vet, streaming it live on the internet. Antenna swing, the skip is long. We're singing the ham radio song. Spin that dial.